Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the 12 Days of Foundation day number 4. We're finally doing a drugstore one, okay? I'm sorry, I know we had 2 super high-end, but don't worry, the drugstore has arrived and today it is all about the Rimmel Kind and Free Moisturizing Skin Tint Foundation. If you've missed it, I'm reviewing 12 foundations in 12 days and there'll be a giveaway in every video, so be sure to check the description box. But I'll be showing you application, before and after, how it looks in natural light, flash photo test, all that good stuff, wear it throughout the entire day, and we're doing that for 12 days. Do I regret it every year? A little bit. I regret at least not starting earlier. But today it is kind and free, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is a newer line to Rimmel, which is 100% vegan, which is cool. And this says it's a clean, nourishing skin tint that blurs imperfections and gives the skin the moisturization it needs. You are getting 30 milliliters in here, or a full fluid ounce, in a nice kind of squeezy package. And just be mindful that the color that you see here on the outside is a little different. I think. No. I think we're actually seeing the color of the product inside, which is really nice. And the color that I have is 400 Natural Beige. So this says it's our first clean makeup that works with no compromises, 100% vegan, free from fragrance. There's a little asterisk there, so there's some kind of caveat to that. Mineral oils and animal-derived ingredients. Asterisk. 12 different shades, which is not a big range, but for a tint, it's okay. And especially at the drugstore, we definitely don't see a lot of tints, so it's really exciting. Will I use my... I think I'm gonna use a brush. They say fingers, sponge, or brush, so. And as for the actual range, I end up about in the middle, and I think that's really exciting. So it seems like it's an actually good range. While it's not a lot of shades, it seems to go from fair to deep, at least from what I've seen. And I know my friend Jess wears a shade from this line too, and I think she said it was a good match. And she is very, very fair. So this says it moisturizes and perfects skin for a fresh, healthy looking glow. Clean formula gives skin the moisturization it needs, infused with antioxidant complex, vitamin E, pro vitamin B5, and aloe vera. Made with 77% ingredients of natural origin, lightweight, dewy finish, gives a healthy glow, all day long hydration, non-comedogenic, dermatologist tested, suitable for sensitive skin, packaging made with recycled materials. So lots of good stuff. Love to see it, especially from the drugstore. I think it oxidizes ever so slightly. If you can see, that's the new drop that I put on my hand. Maybe. And then this whole little pile of darkness here. The foundation. Maybe it doesn't oxidize. Warms up a titch. I'm going to try and just build it up a little bit. My cheeks. And I have used this before with my hands and I like it. It's just, that's not my preference. But a lot of these products actually do perform really well with hands. It's just I don't like it touching my fingers. I'll put on cream blush, highlighter, glittery eyeshadow with my fingers. But foundation is kind of where you lose me sometimes. It's just, I don't know. I know that I'm not going to do, I'm going to get up and like touch something or something. Totally forget. I really love the level of coverage that this gives. Did I read out a claim of coverage in all of this? I think they're really just kind of more talking about the way it looks on the skin. They don't seem to have particular claims on coverage, but it does have a nice light to medium coverage. Definitely light to medium, not medium in any means. I wouldn't want to build it up any more than this, but what I will say is it really sets on the face beautifully. Depending on how you like your makeup, you may not even need to set this with a powder, and you might be able to just wear this completely on its own, which I think is a really good sign of a good skin tint. It really comes down to like the color, the texture, the amount that your natural skin is showing through, because sometimes I'll put on certain foundations like, oh, I need to put on a concealer to balance out the coverage on my face, but this just all looks very concise, very natural. I am going to cover up the darkness under my eyes because I was up far too late last night, but I do think it looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead now and take some flash photos and I'll be right back. Full face of makeup on, wearing lots of Rimmel, so I'll link my Instagram tutorial down below where I kind of show you this all being put together, but I'll also have links in the description box as well if you'd like to check them out. But I think things look really great. The one thing I will say though is I think if you have a drier skin type, this may not have the level of hydration that you need. You may need to go in, you might want to supplement with like a moisturizing primer or like a heavier moisturizer that day. I also didn't prime today, so that's maybe my mistake as well. Because I think my skin is a little bit drier than normal today. I was up late, I was out at like a holiday thing, had a couple of glasses of wine and some specialty cocktails. So my skin probably could have used a little extra TLC today, because last night I know I did a bare minimum. The makeup came off, but I could have done a better job with the skincare. So anyways, I think it looks really good. As for photos, I thought it looked great there too. I think you can see there's a nice natural shine on my skin. The shade match looks good. And then when we're doing flash photos, I thought it looked great as well. And I don't see any mention of, there is zinc oxide in here. There is titanium dioxide. I'm not sure if in the US they recognize this as having SPF in it, because the US and Canada have very different rules. So we can have the same product with technically SPF in it, but Canada's like, not on my watch. So that could be potentially what's going on there, but I'm making big assumptions here. I have no idea. If you know, let us know. But considering that, I thought it did look quite good in flash photos. So I'm gonna go ahead now and wear this for a couple of hours, and I will check back with you in some natural light. And today is actually sunny, so hopefully it won't look like I'm filming it in the depths of the earth. Checking in, it's been about 4-ish hours since I've had this skin tint slash foundation on. I think it looks really good. I'm not oily at all. I will say I have literally just been on FaceTime for like 2.5 hours or something like that. I don't know. So I haven't really done anything and it's just sort of editing. So there's been no sweat, nothing come through, and I think it looks good. It has not oxidized. Nothing has moved around, and rightfully so, because nothing's really happened on my face. So I still think it looks good, but I will check back with you in a couple of hours. Okay, I am back, and I almost forgot to film the end of this because I forgot I had foundation on, and I forgot that this whole thing was happening, even though I've been doing 12 days of foundation stuff all day. But anyways, I think you can see I've definitely lost, I think on this side I've lost the most coverage. It doesn't look patchy by any means because it is a lower coverage product. It's not going to look patchy, which is really nice, but it has worn away a little bit. I do tend to wear this product with a setting spray. That's my favorite way to wear it. And it's not that you have to, but that is just always going to give me the best longevity out of my products. I definitely think if you have a drier skin type, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I don't think it's that dewy. It says it's moisturizing, but that to me doesn't necessarily mean like everybody needs moisturization, you know? But in my opinion, I do think this is a really great drugstore kind of foundation-y tint option, something light, something easy, and it really feels like nothing on the skin, a super, super lightweight. But the downfall is that it doesn't have the absolute best lasting power. It has absolutely no claims when it comes to lasting power either, which I appreciate. I appreciate a reasonable claim or lack thereof. So for me, if I am to kind of work on the longevity, how I would normally wear this, for example, I might put my primer down, maybe Milk Hydro Grip, then this, then I would use a setting spray in the process and perhaps powder it with a powder foundation as well. And I have done that in the past and really liked it, but it isn't my longest wearing foundation by any means, and I don't really expect it from that. So if you're looking for something simple, something easy that feels lightweight on the skin, looks lightweight on the skin, I think this is a really good option. But I'd love to know if you have tried this amongst the different skin types, how you feel about it. But thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!